welcome. You're watching Medically Speaking, and I'm Meenakshi Upreti. I'm being joined by Gerald Jaydeep. He's the CEO of Medvacity. Thank you, sir, for joining us on NewsX. A very quick interview. Just a few questions. It was Nursing Day a few days ago. Many of us, of course, very unfortunate as well, don't know much about the contribution of nurses and the technical education which nurses also require. Help us understand really the significance of education for nurses and upgradation, of course, as far as nursing in India is concerned.
Sure, Meenakshi, thank you for having me over, and it's a pleasure to speak here. I'll give you a couple of statistics just to give context to the viewers on the size of the problem that we're dealing with, right? As a consequence of COVID over the last 24 months, there have been about 4.7 lakh people who've been infected by COVID, right? Let's keep COVID numbers aside for a minute. Every year in India, about 34.5 million people fall ill and go to a hospital. About 50% of them get admitted for various procedures or problems, right? The front line of care provided to each one of us in each of these cases is by the nurses. So they are a significant load carriers of maintaining the health of the nation, and therefore one of the most important warriors in battling India's health challenges in the year ahead. Now, if you look at specifically the nursing ecosystem, there, according to Indian Nursing Association, there are 17.5 lakh nurses practicing in India, registered in India, but actually practicing nurses, if you take aside retired nurses, attrition nurses, etc., about 6 lakh nurses support a country of 1.3 billion Indians, right? Now, obviously, when you have a small set of people supporting a very large population, the difference in care that they can provide purely comes through education, upskilling, and the knowledge that they gain both within their job and what they learn outside of the core undergraduation program that they do. And that is where technical education, both online and offline, plays a large role in improving the clinical outcomes and the health outcomes for India, especially in the nursing ecosystem.
But, do come in here and help us understand really what is the role that Medvacity plays, or you all are playing when we speak about, the upgradation, upskilling far as nursing is concerned, and also providing technical education to the nurses of India.
So if you know the formal education structure for nurses, it's a 4-year program which ends with 1-year internship that they do, residency that they do within the hospital system. During the 4-year program that they go through the undergraduate program, in the case of BSc nursing, first 2 years is theory, and then they have clinical observerships and practice areas, practicals, and then they exit with 1 year of internship. Typically, most nurses who graduate through this route still have significant lack in skills in terms of actual managing a patient in a healthcare setting. Say, for example, take drawing blood, maintaining a patient's health records, maintaining systems, managing a patient and the family members, following doctor's orders for prescription management, taking basic diagnostic data, temperature, blood pressure, etc., etc. A lot of them have learned it in theory, but have significant gaps in being exposed to the practical area. Medvacity plays a significant role here through our portfolio of not only online courses, but through a combined blended learning method where our students also work within hospital areas learning hands-on skills. Last year, we trained about 100,000 doctors and nurses on mechanical ventilation during the COVID crisis. We run a program called Thank a Nurse, thankanurse.in, where 25,000 nurses from across the country continuously learn management skills, process management, medical skills that can aid their career growth. So also, when you look at the growth path of a nurse, they go from a ward nurse to a department head, to a senior nurse, to a head nurse. So they need to learn leadership skills, management skills along the path of this growth. That's again a role that Medvacity is able to support them in.
Last question, sir, before we let you go. The significance and importance of these unsung heroes. When we speak of the media as well, mostly the focus remains on doctors, rightly so. But why would you say today it's so significant and so important, so pertinent in today's day and age, especially when we are looking, at a post-COVID era, to recognize the importance of our nurses?
The healthcare system is rapidly evolving. While India produces the largest number of doctors, we are still woefully short of meeting WHO requirement for doctor to population density. Fortunately for us, we produce enough nurses. In fact, there's active regulation changes happening that enables nurses to play a more active role in healthcare management. Today, for example, in the case of childbirth, nurses and midwives play a much more significant role in helping women across India give birth to children than doctors do. In a lot of healthcare settings today, nurses play a significantly important role. Density of nurses in ICUs as compared to doctors is always higher. As a nation, as a country, if we have to impact the healthcare in India, we have to focus on our nursing ecosystem, our nursing fraternity, and help improve their not only career, but also their lives, because they truly make a difference to healthcare.
Well, absolutely. And they do truly make a difference to our healthcare. It's been a few days since the nursing day, but we have kept our focus on the importance and significance of nurses. They really are the unsung heroes. Their skill upgradation, upskilling, far as their skills are concerned, that's really extremely paramount. For now, sir, thank you for joining us on NewsX and sharing your views on this big day with us.
Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.